Right, we're going out to forage for elder flower today to make elder flower cordial and syrup. So as you can see, it's such a beautiful day here. So we're just going to make a small batch today, just for the purposes of this video. So let's get on with it. So you want to get in as close to there as possible, because you don't want much of the stalk, because that's what makes it a bit bitter. What are we getting, George? What are we picking?
Elder flower.
Elder flower. And do we say thank you to the tree?
Thank you for the tree.
Thank you for giving us elder flower.
No, they're not giving you elder flower.
Aren't they? Who are they giving it to?
Me.
They're giving it to you, okay. It's a bit of a mother load here.
Oh, careful, George.
Georgie, be careful there. As you can see, picking more. Now just remember that every set of blossoms that you take won't produce berries, so only take what you need. So we're just going to take a bucket full, and once we've got that we'll leave the rest, because in the autumn we want to collect berries to make elderflower wine. Well, that's the plan. See here, these are buds. You don't want these, because these will just make things bitter. What you want is the full frond flowers like these. Show the flowers, George. What are in there? See the blossoms? What are they, George?
Blossoms.
Yeah. Having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, shall we go get some more?
Yeah.
Right. So now what we're doing is we're just going to snip off the little stems there. Now we were told to do this by an expert. So he said it improves the taste just tenfold. So get as much of the stem off as possible. I think if you really want to go crazy, try just getting the flowers, but I think that's just a bit of overkill. So we're just going to get those stems off as we're cleaning them off and putting them into this bowl. I think we're going to have a huge batch by the end of this. Okay, when we come back we'll be making the syrup. We have about 6 litres of blossoms left. You can see around the outside there, you can see that fine powder. That's all the pollen. We want that because it's got lots of flavour in it as well. Anyway, we had 8 litres, it's come down to around about 6, and we're using half a lemon for every litre, so we're going to go for 3 lemons. Zesting the lemon, make sure you don't get any of the pith, because that will make it bitter. And then we're going to put the zest in, put the juice in of the 3 lemons, and then we'll make the syrup. So we're going to go for around about 6-ish litres of syrup, around about. That sounds a lot, but we've got a lot of stuff in there, and it'll just taste amazing. And I know I keep promising this every single one of these clips I've said, and then we'll be back making the syrup. I promise you, next time we're back, we'll be making syrup. Right, so we've got 3 litres of water in there, and we'll just put that on the heat. We're now putting in 3 kilos of sugar. And that seems like a lot, but you remember this is a cordial, so it's diluted. So once it all goes through, and once this is all finished, you're not going to be taking a hit straight out of the bottle. You're going to be diluting it with water or soda water or something. Now we're using a pan that we use for making jam, so a very heavy bottomed pan. You need a really big one, obviously if you're going to do this much, but heavy bottom pan will be the best thing. And make sure you keep stirring it so it turns into a nice syrup. Now we don't want to boil it, so we're going to use a sugar thermometer. We only want to get to 80 degrees, is it? The reason that we only want to go there is because if you go any higher and it boils, it's going to scorch the flowers, and we don't want to do that. We want to have this as pure as possible. Okay, come back and it should be syrup. Okay, so we're now just hitting, and I can see that, 100 degrees. All right, now we don't want to go really over that, because then it'll start to caramelize. You can see the bubbles are starting to form there. And if we look at the consistency, it's very much more like a syrupy consistency. So what we will do now what a lot of people will do is go to the boil at this point, and you can do that, but you have to be really careful, because once it hits boiling, that's when it's going to start to caramelize. So once it hits boiling, we'll take it straight off the heat, and then we're going to let it go down to 80 degrees. Right, so we've got lemon juice going in now. Just get that all in there now. Right. So we've waited about 15 minutes or so, and the syrup is now at a nice 80 degrees. So now I just got to pour it in. Go. Make sure it's all, oh, that smell. It smells amazing. Make sure it's all covered. And I'm going to put a little bit up the sides just to get that pollen, as much of that pollen in as I can. Wow, that smells incredible. There you go. Then we cover that with a tea towel to make sure nothing else falls in it, and we leave it for 24 hours. So when we return, we'll try it out. Well, we'll decant it and we'll try it out. So a clean tea towel to just keep bugs and things off it. Okay, so we're getting to the last bit. So what I've done is I've strained out pulled out the bigger stalks and pushed it down to get as much of the juice out as possible. And then we're going to run this through muslin and get the last little bit. And then we're going to go stick it in some bottles, and we're going to try it out. So it smells amazing. Let's just hope it works. Here we go. So here we go. A pint. So we put about that much of the cordial in there with some lemon juice in here. We've actually got some lemon ice in there as well. Filled the pint up with water, ice cold water, and here we go, going in. Oh, that is really floral. There's none of that woodiness, that stalkiness that you get. It's just pure floral. That's a good drink. Full of vitamin C, and just tastes like summer.